morning, Black Lightning 4547. This is System Test 58, Modern EST.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire alarm reported in the building. There has been a fire alarm reported in the building. Please proceed to the stairways and exit the building.
So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. As you heard in the beginning, yes, she's finally back up and running. And yes, it is on, but the LED has a poor connection to the motherboard. You can, whatever. But yeah, it is on. So yep, I got batteries for it. So everything is normal. As you can see, everything's normal. And so, yeah, so today will be EST themed. This is going to be somewhat on the lines of what I had with the 5808, but yeah, I didn't have all the expansions back then. So let's go ahead and go over the devices. For the pull stations today, I got my Edwards 276Bs 1120s. Okay, a little bit more modernized EST pull stations. They are conventional. Of course, you got the mini monitor module right behind them. And yeah. For the ceiling mount device, we have my GCF VM remote strobe. It's set on 95 candela. These ceiling mounts can only go up to the regular ones. The high candela ones can go up to 177 or something like that. But with the regular variant, it can only go up to 95. We have my G1F HD. G1R HD VM. Another Edwards 276B 1120. G4F S7 VM. And then we have the G1F HD VM with a G1F fire trim plate. That one the system sensor MHWs were in. As you can see, I have electrical tape around, so it's not really doesn't have the jagged edges because, like I said, I did have to cut in order to fabricate that horn into there. But yeah, and then same machine devices in here, of course. So I don't have that much time. Every strobe is on 15 candela. This is currently set on 1 watt. And I don't know if you guys hear it, but there is SOC interference. That's just because I have the SOC and the NAC in the same PVC. You usually want to do have the NAC separate in its own PVC or its own conduit, and then the NAC or the SOC in the other conduit, or else you will get interference like you might be hearing now. It's very subtle. It's not too loud, obviously. It's very subtle. You can barely notice it unless you're looking for it. Of course, we got the LCD ADF here. So without further ado, this is set on chime. And yeah, let me go ahead and check some real quick and we'll get started. All right, so without further ado, let's get the system test started.
Attention please. There has been a report of an emergency. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit and leave the building immediately. Do not use the elevators. Use stairwells where necessary. All handicapped occupants shall use the building evacuation plan.
The reason why the Genesis are skipping is because of this. That's why. I have my system sensor NDL hooked up for 2-wire audible silence. And yes, as you guys may or may not know, Genesis do work off of system sensor synchronization protocol as well, because the two protocols are quite similar. And so, yeah, so that MDL, and also I guess I can show you how I wired it up. So NAC2 goes to the horn input, which will dictate the horns either on or off. So if the system sensor module does not detect horn input, then it will silence the horns. NAC3 just goes to zone 1 input, and then that zone 1 output goes to the EST Genesis. And yeah, that's basically much it. There's still power going to that module, which is hence why the strobes are still flashing, but the horns are silenced, because there's no output input detected on the horn input. As you can see right here, we got pulsation by bathroom / loft. That hasn't changed. Looks really nice on that back box. If only if the holes weren't there from the previous back box. But yeah, it still looks pretty good. Oh yeah, I didn't reset the pole, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to be one of them. You know what I'm saying? Forget to reset the pole. You know what I'm saying? And then audible silence here. So I know this is, like I said, a test I kind of have done before, but I just did this just to, first of all, put out a video. Second of all, show that the EVAX panel is now back up and running. However, wait for the request until the second phase of request, or for the voice evac, because I know, like I said, I had voice evac requests during this, but like I said, I didn't accept it at the moment because I didn't have the batteries. And like I said, the big reason why I waited till I got batteries is obviously the system would have been in trouble, because the EVAX panel, you know, obviously, if there's something wrong with it, then that will also show up on the main panel as a NAC fault, because so NAC 1 goes up to the EVAX 100. That's what triggers the voice and things like that. That's what triggers the panel activate. And so if there's a trouble, then there's also a resistor, the same 4.7K. And if there's a trouble on here, it will cut that's resistor circuit, which will obviously throw a NAC 1 trouble. And now, like I said, it can vary from either the mic can be unplugged, like I said, no batteries, AC, and like I said, any trouble, it will show up as a NAC 1 trouble on the panel.
Fire alarm testing is now complete. Any further alarms, you need to evacuate the building. Thank you for your cooperation during this test.
So hope you guys enjoyed System Test 58. It's been your boy Black Lightning 4547. And I'm outro. Have a good one.